Housing funds. If it works for you, then it works for us. Choose IFA, INF, or ISO. Infinity, Trust Mortgage Bank. Creating shelter and wealth for you. Creating shelter and wealth for you. Infinity Mortgage Bank. Creating shelter and wealth for you. Working hard to make our living should not end your chance of living. We can help you plan your spending, bear your burden while you're living. No, Infinity Trust Mortgage Bank, professional, trustworthy, and human. Infinity Trust Mortgage Bank, creating shelter and words for you, word for you. So choose IFA, INF, or ISO. Access your national housing funds. If it works for you, then it works for us. Choose IFA, INF, or ISO. Infinity Trust Mortgage Bank, creating shelter and wealth for you. Creating shelter and wealth for you. Infinity Mortgage Bank, creating shelter and wealth for you. Working hard to make our living should not end your chance of living. We can help you plan your spending, bear your burden while you're living. No.
Good morning.
Infinity Trust Mortgage Bank, professional, trustworthy, and
Good morning, everybody. It's 10 a.m. Can we have the national anthem, please?
Nigeria, we hail thee, our own dear native land. Though tribe and tongue may differ, in brotherhood we stand. Nigerians old and proud to serve our sovereign motherland.
A member to give us the opening prayer. I call on a member to give us the opening prayer.
Heavenly Father, we arouse your presence here today. You know the intentions of having this meeting today, to deliberate on issues concerning this company. May it expand our courts to know that you are Lord. We pray for profitability, discussion-free, good health, as we are going back. Safety shall be our watchword in Jesus' name.
Amen.
Thank you for answering our prayer.
Thank you very much, Honorable. The meeting is called to order, and I hereby call on the registrar to confirm the quorum and percentage representation.
Good morning, Madam Chairman, esteemed directors, regulatory bodies, and distinguished shareholders. My name is Veronica Iselojo, and I represent African Prudential PLC, the registrar to Infinity Trust Mortgage Bank PLC. We confirm that at the start of this meeting, we have total number of 43 shareholders by proxy and self, holding 3,917,540,824 units of shares and representing 93.94% of the company's issued share capital. With this, we confirm that the quorum has been formed. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. I hereby declare that a quorum has been formed as requested by the company's articles and association. And I now declare the meeting open. Ladies and gentlemen, it gives me a great pleasure to welcome you all to the 19th annual general meeting of our company, Infinity Trust Mortgage Bank PLC, for which notices had been given to members of the company having rights to attend and vote thereat, and all other persons entitled to receive such notices. The conduct of the meeting shall be in line with the provisions of the Business Facilitation Miscellaneous Provisions Act of 2023, which provides that public companies may hold meetings electronically. The meeting link has been made available to all members and is on the company's website at www.infinitymortgagebank.com. Dear shareholders, for orderly conduct of the AGM, all devices shall be muted throughout this AGM unless you are recognized to speak on any issue raised, and your understanding is highly appreciated. Thank you. May I introduce my co-directors? Kindly wave to the meeting as your name is called, and following in no particular order, I respectfully call on Dr. Olufemi Fabanwo, Independent Non-Executive Director. Mrs. Abisola Obaleye, FCA, Non-Executive Director. Dr. Nkechi May Bibilari, Non-Executive Director. Mr. James Odegwai Ahmed, Independent Non-Executive Director. Alhaji Abubakar Mohammed, Non-Executive Director. Engineer Eniola Bibilari, Non-Executive Director. Dr. Olabanjo Johnson Obaleye, FCA, HCIB. Dr. Obaleye is welcome back after the cool-off period of 3 years. He will be formally presented to the meeting in the course of this meeting. And finally, my humble self, Mrs. Okwa Ene Iyanga, FCA, Chairman of the meeting. The representatives of our external auditors, PKF Professional Services, is also present with us online. PKF Professional Services is represented by Mr. Najib Abdul Salam, Mr. Fatai Akonde, and Mr. Usman Nasiru. Kindly wave to the meeting, please. Also present, we have our regulators and the members of the audit committee of the company. It is my pleasure and privilege as I call on the representatives of the following to please wave to the meeting as I call their institutions. The Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN, the Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, Nigeria Exchange Limited, NGX. Thank you. The representatives of our registrar, Africa Prudential Registrars, is physically present. Mrs. Veronica Isolojo, thank you for being here. The members of the Statutory Audit Committee are also present. I have Dr. Franklin Akinyosoye, Mr. Lawrence Wele, Mr. Owoye Olusegun Emmanuel, I most sincerely welcome you all. In order to facilitate the smooth conduct of this meeting, I request that members can second each resolution put to the meeting, and thereafter comments will be invited on the resolution before votes are cast for or against. I would therefore request those who wish to speak to indicate by waving to the meeting. This can be done by pressing the appropriate button on your devices. Voting shall be conducted electronically online in real time. The codes have been assigned to each shareholder. Thank you very much. I now call on the Company Secretary to read out the notice of this meeting as set out in the published annual reports earlier circulated, pages 5 and 6. Company Secretary.
Notice of Annual General Meeting of Infinity Trust Mortgage Bank PLC. Notice is hereby given that the 19th Annual General Meeting of the members of Infinity Trust Mortgage Bank PLC is scheduled to hold virtually on Tuesday, 20th May 2025 at 9 a.m. or so soon thereafter as to transact the following businesses. Ordinary business. To receive and consider the audited financial statement of the bank for the year ended 31st December 2024, together with the reports of the directors, auditors, board appraisers, and the audit committee thereon. To declare a dividend. To elect and re-elect the following directors. Dr. Olabanjo Obaleye as a non-executive director. To re-elect the following directors who retire by rotation and being eligible offer themselves for re-election. Dr. Nkechi Bibilari as a non-executive director. Mr. James Ahmed as an independent non-executive director. To authorize the directors to fix the remuneration of the auditors for the 2025 financial year. To disclose the remuneration of managers of the company. To elect members of the audit committee. Special business. To fix the director's fee for the year ending 31st December 2025. Note: proxy. Any member entitled to attend and vote at the meeting is entitled to appoint a proxy to attend and vote in his or her stead. A proxy need not be a member of the company. For the appointment of a proxy to be valid, a proxy form must be completed and deposited either at the office of the company's registrar, African Prudential PLC, plot 220B, Ikorodu Road, Pangrove, Lagos, or via email at corporatemeetings@africanprudentials.com, not later than 48 hours before the date and time scheduled for holding the meeting. A blank proxy form is attached to the notice of meeting posted to all members. Virtual meeting link. The meeting will be held virtually in line with the provision of the Business Facilitation Miscellaneous Provisions Act 2022, which provides that public companies may hold meetings electronically. The meeting link will be made available to all members and on the company's website at www.infinitytrustmortgagebank.com. Dividends. If the dividend recommended by the directors is approved by shareholders at the AGM, the dividends will be paid on Wednesday, 21st of May 2025 to shareholders whose name appear in the bank's register of members as at the close of business of Friday, 18th of April 2025. Shareholders who have completed the e-dividend mandate form will receive a direct credit of the dividends into their bank accounts. Closure of register of members. In accordance with Section 114 of the Company and Allied Matters Act, CAMA 2020, the register of members and transfer books of the company will be closed from Monday, 21st of April 2025 to Monday, 25th of April 2025, both days inclusive, to enable the registrar update the register in preparation for payment of dividends. Nomination to Audit Committee. In accordance with Section 404, subsection 6 of the Company and Allied Matters Act 2020, CAMA, any member may nominate a shareholder for election as a member of the Statutory Audit Committee by giving notice in writing of such nomination to the Company Secretary not at least 21 days before the AGM. The Central Bank of Nigeria's Code of Corporate Governance, the Code of Corporate Governance of the Financial Reporting Council, Securities and Exchange Commission, Corporate Governance Guidelines, respectively, provide that some members of the Audit Committee should be financially literate. We will therefore request that nominations be accompanied by a copy of the nominee's curriculum vitae. E-dividend register. Notice is hereby given to all shareholders who have not done so to open stockbroking accounts, CSCS accounts, for the purpose of receiving dividends payments electronically. A detachable application form for e-dividends is attached to the annual report to enable all shareholders furnish particulars of their accounts to the registrar as soon as possible. Profile of directors for appointment and re-election. Dr. Olabanjo Obaleye was appointed as a non-executive director on the 1st of January 2025. He will be presented for shareholders' approval at the 19th Annual General Meeting. Dr. Nkechi Bibilari was reappointed as a non-executive director on the 5th of February 2025. She will be presented for shareholders' approval at the 19th Annual General Meeting. Mr. James Ahmed was reappointed as a non-executive director on the 5th of February 2025. He will be presented for shareholders' approval at the 19th Annual General Meeting. Right of shareholders to ask questions. Shareholders have a right to ask questions and may ask questions during the meeting or may send such questions in writing prior to the meeting, and such written questions must be submitted to the company secretary not later than 2 weeks before the date of the meeting, dated this 25th day of April 2025, by order of the board. Thank you.
Thank you. The chairman's statement is set out on pages 18 to 21 of the published annual reports. I would like to crave your indulgence to read out a few paragraphs and take the rest as read. Thank you. Dear esteemed shareholders, guests, ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to welcome you to our bank's 19th annual general meeting, and I'm delighted to present the annual report and financial statements for the fiscal year ending December 31st, 2024. For the past 21 years, our nation's challenges have posed a significant threat to the bank. Insecurity, currency devaluation, high inflation, and political instability continue to affect every aspect of our society. We acknowledge these threats and have implemented robust customer relationship management and business risk management to maintain our focus on becoming a leader in the mortgage sector. I'm pleased to report that we've consistently focused on creating sustainable, profitable value for our customers and shareholders throughout our history. Looking at the financial industry, Nigerian mortgage banks are capitalizing on the high demand for properties by increasing financing to customers. Loans are growing and have grown by about 43.5%. Despite economic fluctuations, real estate finance has remained a resilient investment option, offering long-term financial stability and wealth accumulation, especially in 2024. There are indications that interest income from mortgage loans and advances to customers increased significantly across the industry due to high interest rates. That being the case, we still have to proceed cautiously. It might interest you to note that our bank achieved a 43% increase in profit before tax to 1.7 billion compared to 1.2 billion in 2023. The bank has maintained consistent profitability for 18 consecutive years. The quality of our loan portfolio will continue to ensure stable income. It would also interest you to note that our balance sheet expanded by 22%. From 20.6 billion in 2023 to 25.1 billion in 2024. Furthermore, shareholders' funds grew by about 17%. demonstrating the bank's strength in implementing its strategies to meet corporate objectives. On the issue of dividends, the bank has consistently paid dividends over the past 18 years. Our strong performance, combined with the board's assessment of the company's cash needs, has allowed us to continue this practice. We prioritize increasing shareholders' wealth and reinforcing their confidence in the board, the management, and the staff's ability to preserve and enhance their investments by consistently paying dividends. This year, we propose a dividend of 21 kobo per share, a 44% increase from the 14.55 kobo paid in 2023. We have earlier mentioned as one of our items today is the appointment and re-election of directors. During this period, we have had the retirement of one of us, Major General Ishak Upenap, who retired after completing his tenure as stipulated by CBN guidelines. We thank him for his service because he made significant contributions to the bank's success. The retired directors have been replaced, and the board is working to bring additional professionals on board. As chairman, I will also be retiring in August 2025, having served for 8 years. On behalf of the board, I thank you all for your unwavering support throughout my tenure. The board will appoint a new chairman in due course. I want to, on behalf of our founder, Engineer Dr. Adeyinka Bibilari, and the board of directors, express my deep appreciation for the opportunity to serve the bank. Our strong performance this year was made possible by the collective effort of all our stakeholders. I also want to thank our customers for their unwavering loyalty, and to our board members, their dedication and commitment, loyalty. The unwavering loyalty has helped us to take us to where we are today. I would like to thank the Managing Director, Chief Executive Officer, the Senior Executive Management Team, all management team members, and various staff for their outstanding efforts throughout the year. Finally, we say a big thank you to our supporting partners, our regulators, for their dedication to serving the industry and their support to us throughout this year. Our path to sustainable growth and prosperity is assured only if we continue to work together as one united family with a shared vision. The opportunities ahead are limitless. The business is well positioned for continued success, so let us continue to work together for even greater success in 2025. Thank you. God bless you. God bless Infinity Trust Mortgage Bank PLC. Thank you very much. We now move on to the next item on the agenda. This is to receive and consider the audited financial statements for the year ended 31st December 2024, together with the reports of the directors, auditors, and the audit committee thereon. I believe that you have all received a copy of the annual reports, the accounts of your bank for the financial year ended 31st December 2024. The directors' reports are on pages 27 to 32. With your permission, I will take those reports as read. Thank you. May I now call on the representative of our external auditors to read to the meeting the report of the auditors for the year ended 31st December 2024. This can be found on pages 73 to 79 of the financial statements, and the notes to it are also found on pages 87 to 175. The external auditors, please.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah. The chairman, distinguished board members, distinguished shareholders, we are here this morning to present our report on the audited financial statements of the bank. Mr. Chairman, distinguished board members, may I please from them to take a brief version of our report. Hello? Hello?
Yes, please.
All right, thank you. Our report is on page 73 to page 79. We are going to take two reports this year because of the attestation of the ICFR. I'll start my presentation from the attestation of the ICFR. Page 73. Independent Auditors Attestation Report on management assessments of internal control over financial reporting to the shareholders of Infinity Trust Mortgage Bank PLC. Attestation. We have performed a limited review assurance engagement on management assessment of the effectiveness of internal control over financial reporting of Infinity Trust Mortgage Bank PLC, the bank. As at 31 December 2024, in compliance with the said guidance on implementation of Section 60 to 63 of the Investment and Security Act 2007, issued by the Security and Exchange Commission, and in accordance with the FRC guidance on assurance engagement report on internal control over financial reporting, the guidance issued by the Financial Reporting Council of Nigeria. Based on the procedures performed and evidence obtained, nothing has come to our attention to cause us to believe that the bank's internal control over financial reporting as of 31 December 2024 is not effective. In compliance with the set guidance on implementation of Section 60 to 63 of the Investment and Security Act 2007, issued by the Security and Exchange Commission, and the FRC guidance on assurance engagement reports on internal control over financial reporting, the guidance issued by the Financial Reporting Council of Nigeria. I move to page 74. Other information. We have also audited in accordance with the requirement of International Standard of Auditing the financial statement of Infinity Trust Bank PLC, the bank, and our report dated February 2025, signed by Najib A. Abdulsalam on behalf of PKF Professional Services. That will take me to page 76. Chairman, distinguished shareholders, distinguished board member, I move to the audit report. Page 76. Independent auditors report to the shareholders of Utility Trust Bank PLC. Opinion. We have audited the financial statement of Utility Trust Bank PLC, the bank, which comprises the statement of financial position as at 31 December 2024, and the statement of profit or loss and other comprehensive income, statement of changes in equity, statement of cash flow for the year then ended, and notes to the financial statement, including a summary of significant accounting policies. In our opinion, the accounting financial statement presents clearly in all material respects the financial position of the bank as at 31 December 2024, and of its financial performance and its cash flows for the year then ended in accordance with International Financial Reporting Standard (IFRS), and the manner required by the Company and Allied Matters Act 2020, and the Banks and Other Financial Institutions Act 2020, the Financial Reporting Council Act number 42, 2023 as amended, and the relevant Central Bank of Nigeria guidelines and circular. That will take me to page 79. Report on other legal and regulatory requirements. In accordance with the requirement of the chief schedule of the Company and Allied Matters Act 2020, we confirm that 1. We have obtained all the information and explanation which to the best of our knowledge and believe were necessary for the purpose of our audit. 2. Proper books of accounts have been kept by the bank, and so far as it appeared from our examination of those books. 3. The bank statement of financial position and statement of profit and loss and other comprehensive income are in agreement with the books of accounts. In compliance with the Banks and Other Financial Institutions Act 2020 and circulars issued by the Central Bank of Nigeria, we confirm that 1. As disclosed in Note 36 to the financial statement, no contravention of the provision of the Banks and Other Financial Institutions Act 2020 and Central Bank of Nigeria circular was brought to our attention. 2. Related party transactions and balances are disclosed in Note 33 to the financial statement in accordance with the Central Bank of Nigeria circular BSD/1/2004, signed by Najib A. Abdulsalam on behalf of PKF Professional Services Nigeria, taken to you this morning by Akode Fatai Adewale on behalf of PKF Professional Services. Thank you all.
Thank you very much, PKF Professional Services. May I now call on the chairperson of the Audit Committee, Mrs. Abisola Obaleye, to please present the report of the Audit Committee to the members of the company as set out in the report on page 72. Thank you.
Thank you, Chairman. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Report of the Audit Committee. In compliance with the provisions of Section 404, subsection 4 of the Companies and Allied Matters Act 2020, we confirm that the accounting and reporting policies of the bank were in accordance with statutory requirements and agreed ethical practices. In our opinion, the scope and planning of both the internal and external audits for the year ended 31st December 2024 were adequate. We have also received, reviewed, and discussed the audit report on management matters and were satisfied with the departmental responses thereon. The members of the Audit Committee reviewed the audit reports on related party transactions and are satisfied with the status as required by the Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN. The committee also reviewed the IFRS disclosure requirements and is satisfied with the disclosures thereon. The internal control system of the bank was also being constantly effectively monitored. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I shall be pleased to answer questions which you may have on the financial statements and the reports set out on pages 81 to 175 for the period 31st December 2024, which has just been presented. I now call for questions and comments on the financial statement.
Mr. Chairman, other erudite scholars on the board of Infinity Merchant, Infinity Trucks Merchant Banks, PLC. Mr. Chairman, I am Honorable Bright Umabuago, the National President of Aba Shareholders Association. In the jiffy, I will conclude my presentation. Infinite Trust Mortgage Bank is well known for robust balance sheets, financial management discipline, well positioned for sustainable and profitability, long-term growth in real estate leadership in Nigeria. Mr. Chairman, despite the financial and economic quagmire experienced last year, the company were able to make profits, positive one. The earning grew by 51.3% in 2024. That is positive indication that the company is doing well. Mr. Chairman, I know next year will be more phenomenal in terms of positive gain we're experiencing. Mr. Chairman, all these achievements were the efforts of the board and management of this company, particularly the Chief Executive Officer, Madam Ngozi. I know this is the child of your brain, the product of your endeavor, the materialization of your investing journeys, inclusive members of this board, that baked this cake we are sharing today. May God bless your efforts. I want to ask a question. On page 20, I want to commend the chairman for declaring 21 kobo dividend as against 14.55 last year. That's commendable. The bank has shown consistency in payment of dividend over 19 years, which is a commitment to enhance returns to the shareholders. Another question I want to ask, page 21 on the chairman's statements. How do you hope to sustain this valley of profitability given the various macroeconomic challenges such as the issue of high interest rates on mortgages, affordability constraints of the citizens, lack of accessibility to land at cheaper rates, high cost of building materials? My question is, how do you also hope to enhance continuous delivery of values to shareholders? Another question I want to ask, what is the plan of this company in delivering superior value to our customers, expanding our service offering, redefining real estate business with solutions in Nigeria? Another question, madam, what is the policy of the company to partner with reputable organizations in providing housing for Nigerian citizens? I rest my case. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. God bless you, madam.
Thank you, Honorable Bright. Do we have any other question so that we can take the responses all at the same time? Thank you very much. I will call on the MD to give us a highlight in response to these questions, and then I can build on that. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Honorable Bright. Thank you for the commendation. To answer some of your questions, how do we hope to sustain profitability given the current economic situation in the country? So, we are committed to delivering value to all our stakeholders, and that means hard work. So despite the tough terrain, economic terrain, we have continually evolved strategies that would help us to meet and exceed whatever target we set for ourselves. Currently, we are looking at also leveraging some government initiatives because the interest rate in the market is very high, and that is impacting negatively on affordability, that's customers' affordability for mortgage. And so what government has done is to come up with different initiatives to reduce interest rates. So we are going to leverage on some of those initiatives, like the Ministry of Finance Real Estate Investment Funds. That's one of those initiatives. There's also the Family Homes Fund loans, and then there's the National Housing Funds loan. These are initiatives that come with reduced interest rates, and it creates affordability. So we are going to leverage on these opportunities and then be able to have more people come on board, take loans from us, and then own their own homes, thereby creating more profits for the bank. To your second question, how do we enhance continuous delivery of value to shareholders? That's what I just spoke about. We'll continue to make sure that we deliver value. We continue to make sure that our strategies are such that we are continuously in business of lending, which is what we do. And by so doing, we are making profits and we're enhancing profitability. So you asked a question, what we are doing to strengthen our risk management level. So we have a robust risk management team. And then this is a team also that is committed to continuously monitoring our loan, because we believe that loan monitoring is the number one thing you do if you want to keep your NPL down. So we have a team that is committed to doing that. They are also very sensitive to trends in the market, so they keep evolving their strategies to make sure that they monitor the loans and they are proactive in their approach. So they don't wait until the loan gets bad. They make sure that when there are signs, early warning signals, they are proactive enough to give some interventions that will make sure that these loans do not go bad. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Bright, and to the rest of the House. You wanted to know about strategic partnerships. In addition to keying into the facilities available, she has just shared with us about the relationship with the Ministry of Finance. We also have partnerships with the Nigerian Mortgage Refinancing Company, and this partnership and relationship has given us the opportunity to expand the provision of facilities for mortgage to our customers. Like we say, and we always keep telling us, we are customer focused. whatever facilities we can make available to ensure that our customers are satisfied and their needs are met, we would go out for that. And so in addition to what we have, we're also open to facilities and provisions that would give us the space to access funding which would not be too expensive for our customers. So we are out regularly seeking for these opportunities so that we are sure our customers would get the benefits that will be available to them. In maximizing and ensuring that we sustain the shareholders' gains increasing the shareholders' value, I would like to say that the board and the management are committed to ensuring that we retain and sustain the levels of profitability that we are currently reporting. And one of the things that we do is to continuous monitoring of the business to ensure that where we avoid anywhere where there would be loss and ensure that increased interest earnings come from the relationships with our customers. So we are out, the management team are out to ensure that they maximize customers' deposits such that income generation would not, rather than go down, will continue to increase. Thank you very much. With that, I hope, Honorable, we have been able to address your questions and we can now continue with the meeting. May I quickly call on the registrar to explain the voting process so that we take the next stage. Thank you, Mrs. Veronica.
Thank you, Madam Chairman. Distinguished shareholders, I will now proceed to explain the procedure for casting your votes. Prior to this meeting, we received and captured the voting details for 43 shareholders by proxy and holding 3,917,540,824 units of Infinity Trust Mortgage Bank PLC shares, which represents 93.94% of the company's issued share capital. At this meeting, we will be collecting the vote cast here in addition to the process received to get the final voting results. Distinguished shareholders, you have received an online voting access and a unique token either via email or SMS. Kindly log in using the voting link and token or refresh your screen if you have already done so. Once we commence the voting process, the resolution under consideration will be displayed. Please select for to vote in favor of the resolution or against to vote against the resolution. Note that you can change your vote during the voting session, but once the voting period ends, the last selected choice will be recorded as your vote. The voting period shall last for 60 seconds. Thank you.
There being no further comments, I hereby move that the audited financial reports, the director's reports, the external auditor's reports, the report of the audit committee, and the audited financial statements for the year ended 31st December 2024, now laid before the meeting, be received and adopted. Can someone kindly second this resolution?
I, Okafor Eric, hereby second this motion.
Thank you. May I call on the registrar to anchor the poll?
Distinguished shareholders, kindly proceed to vote in line with your voting decision. Let's exercise our voting rights. Please press 4 to vote in favor or against to vote against the resolution. We have 30 seconds more. Fifteen seconds more. Five seconds more. The voting has ended. Distinguished shareholders, for the resolution to approve, the result of the poll is as follows: 3,917,554,817 shares voted in favor of this resolution. None voted against, which is 100%. Thank you.
Thank you. I hereby declare the resolution carried. The next item is the declaration of dividend. Ladies and gentlemen, the directors are recommending a dividend of 21 kobo per ordinary share of 50 kobo held as at the close of business on April 18, 2025. If approved, the total dividend to be paid to shareholders for the financial year ended 31st December 2024 will be 793,601 naira 20 kobo. I hereby move that a gross dividend of 875,793,601 naira and 20 kobo in respect of the financial year ended 31st December 2024 be paid to all shareholders registered in the books of the bank as at the closure of register on the 18th April 2025 and hereby declared. Can someone please second the resolution? Can I have Makonjuola?
I second the motion. I, Makonjuola Oladayo Abuyekin, I second the motion.
Thank you. Are there any questions arising out of this resolution? In the absence of any further question, I now call on the registrar to anchor the poll.
Thank you, ma'am. Distinguished shareholders, kindly proceed to vote in line with your voting decision. Let's exercise our voting rights. Please press 4 to vote in favor or against to vote against the resolution. The voting has started. You have 30 seconds left. We are gradually getting to the end of the voting process. 5 seconds left. The voting has ended. I will now proceed to announce the results of the poll. Distinguished shareholder, for the resolution to approve, the result of the poll is as follows: 3,927,730,169 shares voted in favor of this resolution, which is 100%. None voted against. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I hereby declare the resolution carried. The next business of the day is to reappoint the external auditors of the company. Our external auditors, PKF Professional Services, having fulfilled the necessary requirements to be reappointed, I hereby propose their reappointment as auditors of the company from the conclusion of this meeting until the conclusion of the next annual general meeting, and also to authorize the directors to determine their remuneration. May I request a member to second this motion? I can see Engineer Binuyo. Hope I pronounced that name correctly.
Engineer Binuyo second the motion. Hi, Engineer Binuyo second the motion.
Thank you very much, sir. Do we have any questions arising from this motion? With no further questions, please, I request that the registrar conduct the poll.
Thank you, ma'am. Distinguished shareholders, kindly proceed to vote in line with your voting decision. Let's exercise our voting rights. Please press for to vote in favor or against to vote against the resolution. The voting has started. You have 30 seconds left. You have 15 seconds left. We are gradually getting to the end of the voting process. 5 seconds left. The voting has ended. I will now proceed to announce the results of the poll. Distinguished shareholders, for the resolution to approve, the result of the poll is as follows: 3,927,748,731 units of share voted in favor of this resolution, which is 100%. None voted against. Thank you.
Thank you. I hereby declare the resolution carried. The next is the appointment of directors. May I have Dr. Olabanjo Johnson Obaleye projected on the screen, please? It is my pleasure to introduce to you Dr. Olabanjo Obaleye, FCA, FCIB, who, subject to your ratification today, will serve as one of our non-executive directors for a renewable term of 4 years starting from this AGM. Dr. Obaleye does not require much introduction. He was MD CEO and retired from this company December 2021. At the time of his retirement, he had served this company for 17 meritorious years, and he served well. I hereby move that the appointment of Dr. Obaleye as our non-executive director, following the approval of Central Bank of Nigeria, be ratified by this AGM. May I have someone second this motion? Akintunde Mary, I recognize you.
Thank you for the recognition, ma. I, Akintunde Mary, hereby second the resolution, ma.
Thank you. May I request if there be any questions arising from this motion? There being no further questions, I call on the registrar to conduct the poll. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Distinguished shareholders, kindly proceed to vote in line with your voting decision. Voting decision. Please press 4 to vote in favor or against to vote against the resolution. The voting has started. You have 30 seconds left. You have 15 seconds left. We are gradually getting to the end of the voting process. The voting has ended. I will now proceed to announce the results of the poll. Distinguished shareholders, for the resolution to approve, the result of the poll is as follows: 3,927,751,121 shares voted in favor of this resolution. None voted against, which is 100%. Thank you.
Thank you. I hereby declare the resolution carried. We have the re-election of directors. Dear shareholders, two of our directors, Dr. Nkechi Bibilari and Mr. James Ahmed, who are retiring by rotation in accordance with the provisions of the Company and Allied Matters Act of 2020, and are eligible for re-election, are now offering themselves for re-election as directors and are presented before you. Can I have Dr. Nkechi Bibilari projected, please? I hereby move for the re-election of Dr. Nkechi Bibilari as the director of your bank. Can I have someone support this resolution with a secondment? Yes, Mr. Adedeji, I recognize you.
Okay. I did it, Falani. Hereby second the motion. Thank you.
Thank you. Do we have any questions arising from this motion? There being no further questions, I call on the registrar to anchor the poll.
Thank you, Madam. Distinguished shareholders, kindly proceed to vote in line with your voting decision. Let's exercise our voting rights. Please press for to vote in favor or against to vote against the resolution. The voting has started. You have 20 seconds more. We are gradually getting to the end of the voting process. 5 seconds more. The voting has ended. I will now proceed to announce the result of the poll. Distinguished shareholders, for the resolution to approve, the result of the poll is as follows. 3,927,751,719 shares votes in favor of this resolution, which is 100%. None voted against. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I hereby declare the resolution carried. The next resolution, kindly presents Mr. James Ahmed. Mr. James Ahmed is presented for re-election as an independent director. I hereby move for the re-election of Mr. James Ahmed as an independent director of our bank. Can someone second this resolution, please? Can we have Makonjola, please? I recognize you.
I, Cecilia AJ, second this motion.
Thank you, Cecilia. Although I had recognized Makonjola. Mr. Makonjola, thank you very much. Having seconded this motion, are there any questions arising from this motion? In the absence of any questions, I call on the registrar to conduct the poll.
Thank you, Madam Chairman. Distinguished shareholders, kindly proceed to vote in line with your voting decision. Let's exercise our voting rights. Please press for to vote in favor or against to vote against the resolution. The voting has started. You have 30 seconds left. We have 15 seconds left. We are gradually getting to the end of the voting process. 5 seconds left. The voting has ended. I will now proceed to announce the results of the poll. Distinguished shareholders, for the resolution to approve, the results of the full poll is as follows. 3,927,729,381 units of shares voted in favor of the resolution, which is 100%. None voted against. Thank you.
Thank you. I declare the resolution carried. The next business. We have the election of the members of the Statutory Audit Committee of the company. For the directors, the representatives are Mrs. Abisola Obaleye, FCA, and Mr. James Odegwai Ahmed. They have been nominated to represent the directors. Please, can we have Mrs. Obaleye and Mr. Ahmed projected? Furthermore, in accordance with Section 359, subsections 456 of CAMA, the National Code of Corporate Governance, which indicates that some members of the Audit Committee should be knowledgeable in the internal control processes. In compliance with this, the following members have been validly nominated to represent the shareholders on this committee. I have Dr. Franklin Akinyosoye. I have Mr. Lawrence Welly. I have Mr. Oweye Olusegun Emmanuel. I hereby seek your understanding to take the election of all the three nominees together. Thank you. Since we need 3 members to represent the shareholders on this committee, and only 3 members have been validly nominated, therefore, there is no need for a poll. I hereby move that the members of the Audit Committee, Mrs. Abisola Obaleye, FCA, Mr. James Odegwai Ahmed, Mr. Lawrence Welly, Mr. Oweye Olusegun Emmanuel, and Dr. Franklin Akinyosoye are duly elected. Can I have a member support this resolution? Can I have Mr. Makonjuola, please? I recognize you.
I, Makonjuola Oladayo Abuyekin, I second the motion.
Thank you very much. I hereby declare this resolution carried. The next item, remuneration of managers. In line with Section 257 of the Company and Allied Matters Act 2020, the remuneration of managers are as disclosed in page 171 of the adopted audited financial statements for the year ended 31st December 2024. So the next business is to fix the remuneration of the directors of the company. I hereby move that the fees of the non-executive directors, together with the independent directors, be and is hereby retained as presented for the year ending 31st December 2025. Such payment is effective from 1st January 2025. Can I have a seconder to this resolution? Yes, please, Emmanuel. Can I have a seconder to this motion, please? Mr. Tahir, I recognize you. Is Mrs. Sherifat available to second this resolution? Bakare Sherifat. Mr. Tahir, please, can we take your secondment? It was not clear a minute ago. Unfortunately, he's still muted. Omotayo, please. Omotayo, please.
Okay, good morning. My name is Hassan Omotayo. I hereby second the motion.
Thank you very much. Are there any questions arising from this resolution? In the absence of any questions, I call on the registrar to conduct the poll.
Thank you, Madam Chairman. Distinguished shareholders, kindly proceed to vote in line with your voting decision. Let's exercise our voting rights. Please press 4 to vote in favor or against to vote against the resolution. The voting has started. You have 30 seconds left. You have 15 seconds left. We are gradually getting to the end of the voting process. 5 seconds left. The voting has ended. I will now proceed to announce the results of the poll. Distinguished shareholders, for the resolution to approve, the result of the poll is as follows. 3,927,760,331 units of shares, which represents 100%. Voted in favor of the resolution. None voted against. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I hereby declare the resolution carried. The floor is now open for comments, suggestions from members? Please, we have time to take 2 comments. So kindly indicate if you have a comment and we recognize you. 2 comments from members, please. Thank you very much. Members, ladies and gentlemen. No further comments and observations or suggestions. This concludes the business of the annual general meeting. I now declare the meeting closed, and I call on a member to avail us with the closing prayers. Is Alhaji Binuyo still here? Engineer, please give us the closing prayers.
I thank Almighty God for making this meeting successful. We put out on the directors, the management in the hand of God, so that we making this company progress year by year. In the name of Almighty, I pray. Allahumma salli ala sayyidina Muhammad wa ala ali Muhammad kama salata ala Ibrahim wa ala ali Ibrahim innaka hamidum majid.
Thank you, thank you, and thank you. The national anthem.
Nigeria, we hail thee, our own dear native land. Though tribes on their differ, in brotherhood we stand. Nigerians old and proud to serve our sovereign motherland.